Once in a while, with this development report, we bring in a live interview with one of the actual experts at Noddle Companies. Today we have Sam Noddle. Good morning, Sam.
Hey, good morning, Jeff. How are you?
Good. It's good to hear your voice.
I'm fine, too. Thanks.
And Trenton always is sensitive about being left out.
Hey, what's going on, Trenton? How are
not
you,
much,
too?
my man. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I got to be honest. First off, thank you guys for inviting me to be on the show. For the last 10 minutes, I've been sitting here practicing my radio voice. So,
Are you the big voice guy?
Sam?
Am I a big voice guy?
Yeah, you are.
I don't know about that. I just, you guys have such good radio voices. I wanted to pick up the slack.
Well, I've been practicing mine for 17 years and still have a little ways to go, but I appreciate the compliment. Now, you guys must be keeping really busy these days. So many projects happening at your firm.
We are. My focus has been really on Exarban Village and a lot of the retail leasing and new amenities that we have brought and that we're going to continue to bring throughout the summer. We're really excited. I think people are going to see over the next couple weeks and few months a lot of really cool things happening in the village, new amenities, new tenants, new events. Over the last, call it 8 months, we've had the good fortune of bringing in 9 new tenants in the village. 6 of them all dry retailers and some restaurants. And then we added 3 new really cool vendors in our food hall, the Inner Rail. So I guess I can go into a little detail about some of those if you'd like.
Yeah, please do. Give us a little bit of an overview.
Well, we started out, we wanted to take a little bit of a wellness approach. So we brought in some retailers like Power Life Yoga, which is a really cool yoga studio from Des Moines, Iowa. They got 10 or 12 locations across the Midwest. They opened right across from our food hall in the Inner Rail in January. Next door to them, we were trying to think of a really cool use that would go well next to a fitness facility, but that wasn't a food vendor that would compete with our food hall. So there's a couple really cool plant shops around the country, like the Sill or the Houseplant Club or Plant the Future down here in Miami. And we went to one of our tenants who's been with us for about 12 years, Kinghorn Gardens. They're an amazing landscape company around town. And we pitched them the idea of doing a really cool houseplant shop. And they came up with this concept called Chlorophyll, which opened about 2 months ago, which is absolutely unbelievable. They knocked it out of the park. They did a great job. If you haven't been there, I encourage you to go check it out. Just don't bring your wife because you're going to leave about $500.
I'll be broke.
Less rich. Yeah. But it's really cool. About 3 weeks ago, we opened up another Green Street cycle. We were sitting there one day and we were thinking to ourselves, gosh, we're sandwiched between 2 college campuses. We're on the bike trail. Why do we not have a bike shop here in the village? So we went all around town looking at different bike shops, and I think Green Street happens to be the coolest. The owner's become a great friend of mine, and they opened up a really cool, about 3,000 square foot shop right on the south end of the Inner Rail. Our most recent tenant to open is right next to Chlorophyll in the Inner Rail across from the food hall, and it's called Status. And the owner of Status is really cool, Christy. She had an amazing online business where she was selling lightly used, very high-end handbags. I mean, these are the kind of handbags that will go for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And right before she opened, she told me she sold one of these bags. It's called a Burka bag. She told me she sold it for $30,000 to somebody in Omaha. So she opened.
I was wondering what that charge was on my credit card, Sam.
Stephanie.
She's really cool. She's done an amazing job. She opened up a little 700 square foot boutique that is designed to emulate a woman's closet, and she did a really good job. So we're really happy about that. She opened last Saturday. The newest tenant to open in the village is going to be a really cool, higher-end Indian concept that I don't think we have something like it in the city. This would be something that you would see in Chicago or New York or down here in Miami. It's a 4,500 square foot space. They're going to have a full-service cocktail bar, and it's going to be called Saffron, and that's going right across from Lululemon in the building that we call AV8, in the former Lotus space. So they should be open probably around September. So we're excited about that. And then
Can't wait to try that.
Is there food as well as drinks, or what do they do in 4,500 square feet?
Yeah, so these are actually two concepts or two chefs that have some concepts in our food hall. They're our highest performing operators in our food hall. And it's a partnership between Nori Sushi and Momo. And they're going to have a full-service Indian restaurant similar to, like a Jaipur, but a little bit higher end, and a full-service cocktail bar. So I'm really excited. I've been, following these guys as they've created the concept and the menu, and working with the architects and working with our Noddle team. And I got a lot of faith in them. I think it's going to be pretty special.
Wow.
Excellent.
And then in our food hall, we were able to bring in Culprit Cafe. Luke, the owner of Culprit, has become a really great friend. I'm really proud of what they've been able to do in our food hall. We're super excited, and if you haven't gone by to try one of his donuts, they are off the charts. And then we opened up a concept called Hola Mexican Eatery. So we're excited about that. It's really good Mexican food. And then next to them, about 2 weeks ago, we opened up a concept called Rogamo, which is a really interesting Chinese sandwich shop. And I would encourage you, go check that out. That is going to be really good.
Excellent. And the dog park is really wagging these days, I bet.
The dog park is popping. Yeah, the dog park is popping. On June 6th, or June 5th, I'm sorry, we're going to roll out our first ever Interrail Volleyball League. We partnered up with Infusion Brewery. So I'm happy to say we're all sold out already. So I'm very excited about that. The Bark Park is just absolutely large and charging. The Green Spot girls have, who are our tenants over in shops at Exarban, they've got a couple tricks up their sleeve. So be on the lookout. We'll have some interesting things popping up around the dog park. We're going to have dog washing stations put in. We'll have a station where you can fill up your dog bowls. And then we're even going to have a very cool experimental retail component, something that I haven't seen anywhere in the country. I'm really excited. So I've been working with the Green Spot girls on that. And I would imagine by the end of June, it will start to take form. I'm really excited because later on in June, we're going to have our grand opening of Sonny's. Sonny's is an Airstream bar and wine garden over there just on the north side of the pop-up park. So you'll start to see the Airstream in place here in a couple of weeks. Chlorophyll is doing a really cool, 300 square foot greenhouse that's going to be situated about 25 yards to the west of Sonny's. And in between them, we're going to have a really cool wine garden, very bohemian kind of chic vibe, similar to something you'd see at Bacchanal in New Orleans or Lagnape down in Miami. So I'm really excited about that. We have our food hall operators, Hospitality HQ, who are helping us with that. And
Sam, we're gonna have to wrap it up. Yep. I'm sorry to cut you off because I wanted to let you go long because I'm loving all of this, but we are shot out of time, so we have to get this last thing in. So can we have you back in a few weeks and ask you some more about the stuff we're talking about?
Absolutely, and hopefully by then I'll have a little bit more to share with you.
Okay,
thanks, Sam.
We really appreciate it. That's Sam Noddle from Noddle Companies, your Noddle Company Spotlight. If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission.
We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.